did get a pretty good life. Those sockeye travel so far. They've been spotted going to Japan from here. So when they were in their ocean phase,
why would they do that?
They'll go all the way out to Japan just eating. They're trying to get big and fat. And so
And then they come back.
And then they come back. Yeah, they have
They got sonar?
it's kind of similar. They've got electromagnetic fields. They sense the fields. And that's how they navigate. And then they also, when they're born in a stream, they imprint on the smell of the stream. And each stream has a unique scent to it. And there's different minerals in the water. There's different plants decomposing in it. I guess it must be distinct enough that they can tell.
Right.
And one thing that we guess is that they don't just come back to the same stream. They come back to the same area. You know, because we were wondering, why does some spawn all the way up here and why does some spawn way down at the mouth? Because there's some spawning down there as well. And they just go where they know it's successful. So the males are going to fight over who gets to, fertilize the eggs. The females will fight over who gets the best nesting spots. They really like a certain type of gravel size. Bigger gravel, smaller cobble, kind of off to the side. Sometimes see that wiggle that one just did there? Getting on its side and wiggling. That's how they dig out a red. And sometimes it takes them 3 days to dig out a red. They turn and they wiggle. And they're trying to clear all the silt and smaller gravel out of the nesting spots, and then they can make kind of an indent where they're gonna put the eggs down. When they release the eggs, they're usually side by side with the male. And so she'll fight for a nesting spot, and she'll also fight away smaller males if she doesn't. She's going to make a choice there, and they usually want a larger male. She's chasing them away still. She doesn't want them near her nest site. Sometimes there's just non-viable eggs, just eggs that we're never going to hatch. And those will also kind of float in the stream, but they can get parasites, and they can spread those to the actual good eggs. So what you'll see, these look like two males to me. They'll bite at each other. Bears don't eat the whole salmon anyway. They'll just eat the belly and the head a lot of the time. They'll get the fattiest parts. And then they're just trying to bulk up. Oh yeah, the brains and all that parts. Yeah, and then the belly's really fatty. And then they'll leave the rest to rot. But that's how the forests get so nice. So we use all that fertilizer, right? People always ask us, like, oh, are you guys going to clean this up? And we're like, no.
Well, what do you mean nice? I mean, it's a rainforest anyway, right?
Sure, but the salmon fertilize all the trees. I mean, any salmon forest is going to just be that much more increased. There's a study called the Salmon in the Trees they did in Sitka, where they did DNA samples. They found salmon DNA in the Sitka spruce.